Hello. I'm live. Took me 10 seconds to get started. Okay, here we are. I'm trying to fix my camera also. Okay, hi. My name is Saurabh. Today is the 1st of April 2026, and I am live, and I do not know what I'll talk about. I know that I'm going to talk for 5 minutes and I will see what comes to the top of my head. This is a good way to do an extemporary kind of a conversation, and which is a good place to get more articulate. Now, one of the things that I want to do while doing these lives is get comfortable with the idea of camera. I want to shift my identity as a content creator, as a live person. So that's one thing that I want to work on. The second thing I want to work on is that when I go live, I need to be able to have multiple things running parallel to make me an effective communicator. I need to know how to speak well, which I've been watching a video about. B, I need to know the content. So one of the biggest lessons I've learned from Hassan Mehdi, is that you need to be extremely aware and knowledgeable about what you speak on. And the third is that it should come like a natural thing wherein you don't need a special prep per se, because of something I've also been researching a lot about habits and habit formation and so on and so forth, and that it means that if you don't have the skill, you will not be able to build that into habit, and that's my lesson from that. So I need to fix all the three things, and that's why I go live every day, and each day I go live, I try to do better things. I mean, some days I get better, some days I don't, but here is the thing. Like, for example, when I go live, I want to be moving a lot less of my hands. I want to be a lot more still when I talk. I want to be a lot more slow when I talk. I want to take a lot many more pauses. I want to ensure that I pronounce the last word, last syllable of every sentence, every word I speak. I want to be using a lot of data points when I speak. I want to be ensuring that when people listen to this, they feel joy coming out of it. हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना कि रस टपकना चाहिए मेरी बात सुन के, उनको लगना चाहिए कि बात कर रहे हैं तो मजा आ रहा है. Like, one of the songs that I'm tripping on is a song called Home by Magnetic Fields and something, I forget, Edward Thorpe and Magnetic Fields, something like that. you know the joy on the faces of those people who are performing the song is infectious, man. I mean, I'm not that keen on listening to the music or the lyrics or what is happening, uh, as much as I am keen on seeing 2 and 5 and 7 and 12 individuals enjoying the performance of that song. And I really think that is where life has to be, that you have to be so in it, in terms of doing that, that you feel good about that. I mean, on one side you could say that the person is tripping, the person is not in the zone, and on the other you can say a lot more. But the point is that you have to be able to enjoy each thing you do to a point that it becomes, uh, the act of doing becomes joyful, and that is, I think, which is extremely important, and that is where I want to be at as well. I was also, so changing track. I was talking to Claude about one of the key decisions of life. I mean, for the same decision, I have sent it to my board of directors also, and they have not responded as yet. I mean, some have not, but I was talking to Claude about it, and Claude also asked me some deep questions, that what is important to you. Do you really want to do this, and do you not want to do that, and so on and so forth. And one of the things that it asked me is that, why do you really want to do it? Is it the money? Is it the action? I said, for me, the most important thing there is that I want to be able to feel this sense of freedom, and I want to have the joy, and I want to be able to uh, chase those things. And I've realized that, I think probably the word freedom and joy and magic, these things have probably become an integral part of who am I, and what I want to do, and where I want to run from, and how I want to do things. So I think that is where, I'm leaning towards, and I have no clue if that has been a thing since the time I was a young person, but it seems like the place where I want to be at. Okay, this went a little deep than what I would have imagined, as a morning solo cast, but I'm glad it came out, because this data point will also be useful for me to capture somewhere and talk about. So that, right? So communicate, do things that give you freedom and joy and fun. The other thing that I want to put on the table as a document and record and put out in the wild, in the ether, is that I was talking to Anshika last night at the beach. By the way, we walked 12,000 steps yesterday, Anshika, myself, and one more friend of ours. So while at the beach, Anshika asked me that, why is it that we are not rich? And I tried to tell her that, hey, we are not poor either, as in there is enough money for us to not be worried. Like, look at me, I'm at a Starbucks and spending so much money at a coffee. Anshika is also going to come in a bit, and she will be at a Starbucks and spending money. Chandni is in Malaysia, Bangkok, wherever she is. Farine is getting a big thing for herself as a family. So Kaushik got married. So each person of ours is doing okay. We may not have $1 billion, but we have enough to not worry about dal roti, and I think that's a good starting point. Now I was trying to tell Anshika that from there on, do we want to push hard than what we have right now? I mean, do you want to? I would love to do dent in the world, $1 trillion company like an Elon Musk and Steve Jobs and Paul Graham and all those people. But do do other people want it? And is this the set of people that I want to do that a large action with? So that's a conversation that I'm thinking about. I don't have an answer, but that's something that we'll talk to each other about. But that's where we'll take from there on. What is clear for me is freedom and joy, and my people is important. In fact, Anshika told me something really really cool yesterday. Anshika said that you will not start loving more people without knowing that they are good or bad. So it's a funny thing. I mean, it's not. I didn't come out that nice as I would have wanted to, but yeah, that's anyways. It's not for the internet. It's for a closer group and conversation. I think this is it. I have nothing else to say. I will see you around tomorrow. I hope to do live every day. This month I'm traveling for at least 10 days, and I do not know how I'll do the lives there, but I shall do something. If I don't do live, I will probably record videos and upload them on a later date. But I will see if I can continue doing that. At least 10 days I'm traveling. There could be more, but 10 दिन तो मैं नहीं हूँ. And from 10th till the 20th I'm not around. Other days we'll see. Cool. I think this is it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye bye. Take care and stream. And